Okay, so this lesson is on quadratic transformations. It's very, very similar to last lesson on absolute value transformations. First thing I'd like you to do is pause this and go ahead and read this paragraph. And then if we come down here and take a look at this box, it's got the exact same information as the absolute value parent function. So the same types of things are happening. If A is negative, it's going to flip the graph upside down. The A value, if it will vertically shrink and stretch the graph, we'll take a look at that in a couple minutes here. And the H value is going to go ahead and move that graph left and right. And the K value, again, is going to move the graph up and down. When it's in this form, this is called vertex form, and it's probably the easiest to graph from. Best way to learn this stuff is to go through some examples. So the instructions up here say the equation f of x is equal to, this is in vertex form, a times the quantity of x minus h squared plus k is in vertex form because the vertex of the parabola, hk, right, we have hk, can be easily identified from the equation. We're going to sketch the graphs by plotting only 3 total points, including the vertex. So this is sort of the easiest way to do this. So this first example here, there's no number there for A, so the A value is understood to be a 1. And then we've got the H value is 4, and my K value is 3. So we're going to go ahead and write those down, H and K. All right. Now, the change to the slope, there isn't any change to the slope. What I know is that this graph is going to open up when it's positive, and there is no change to the slope. So I'm just going to write 1. And the vertex here is going to be at 4, 3. Right? So if I graph this, all I have to do is plot the vertex at 4, 3. Right there. And then my slope is telling me as I move over 1, I go up 1. As I move over 1, I go up 1. And we go ahead and draw a nice smooth curve through those points. Let's see if I can. Right, there was a point there, and a point there. We're eventually going to get to the point where we graph 5 total points, but 3 for now. And domain is going to be, it goes in every direction on the x-axis. So that's going to be all real numbers, goes negative direction, positive direction. And the range is going to be all the y values that are greater than or equal to 3. All right, we have our next problem here. So we have our A. Oh, there's a negative there. So this is going to be a -1. My H, well, there's nothing happening to that X inside the parentheses, right? So if I rewrote this out, it would be negative X minus 0 squared plus 2. All right, so my HK is at 0, 2. All right, change to the slope. We are going to be upside down. I always draw this little sketch so I remember if I'm right side up or upside down. There is no change to the slope, so it's just -1. And the vertex is going to be at 0, 2. So we have 0, 2. All right, and then our slope is over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1. And we're going to connect that with a nice curve. Okay, my domain is going to be all real numbers, goes in the negative direction and the positive direction along the x-axis, and the range are all the y values that are less than or equal to 2. Okay, take a look at this next one. So again, if I wrote this out, it would look like that. Nothing is happening to that x inside parentheses there, okay? So my a value is 3. My H is 0, my K is -4. My graph is going to open up. My slope is just 3. My vertex is 0, -4. And we have 0, -4. As I move over 1, I'm going up 3. Okay, so I do want to actually talk about this word change to the slope. Normally, the graph would be a little wider, right, for just x squared. But this is a much skinnier parabola, and we actually call that a stretch. So we would call that a stretch. But I always think of it as a skinnier graph. It's a skinnier graph. Okay, it's been stretched. If you imagine that those arrows are like on strings, you've pulled it up. Okay, you've pulled the strings up and it's gotten skinnier. So the domain again is all real numbers, and the range is y is greater than or equal to -4. I said it was a stretch and it was skinnier when, right, that was a 3, more than 1. All right, let's take a look at this one here. My a is 1/2. My h is 3. My k is 2. Change to the slope. Well, the slope is 1/2. That means the graph is going to open up because it's positive. All right, now, our vertex is at 3, 2. So we're going to plot that point, 3, 2, right here. And as I move over 1, I'm only going up a half a unit. That's what that a value is telling me. So if I go and connect those dots with that smooth parabola curve, right? Let's see here. Now that graph, what was the change to the slope? Well, if we were thinking about x squared, this graph is actually wider, right? Visually, it's wider. We call that a shrink. And visually, it's wider. Why is it shrunk? Well, it's kind of like you had compressed the graph. If you took like your hand and you shoved those arrows down, it would compress the graph and make it wider. Okay, so the domain here again is all real numbers, and my range y is greater than or equal to 2. I would like you to try 2 and 3, or excuse me, 3 and 4 on your own, and then take a look. So pause it and then take a look at my answers. Just go ahead and take a look at those two. All right, they both are upside down because the a values were negative. The first one is going to be a stretch. It's a little skinnier. And the second one is going to be a shrink because it's a little bit wider. Okay, and that's today's lesson.